If you love music, then do more than just listen. Connor's Music.
Whoops. Hey, how's everyone doing? This is John Connors Live, Wednesday Night Live from Connors Music. I've got a fun guitar I'm going to show off today, so I'm hoping you'll all throw in your comments and say hey, because we're live. If this is 8:30 p.m. Eastern time on the Wednesday night on August 3rd. Anyways, okay, we're all set here. I think I got discombobulated because I accidentally hit the video twice, and then I'm like, wanted this to be pro and slick. What can you do? So yeah, the guitar choice was easy this week. Happy Wednesday, Adam. Thanks for tuning in. Guitar choice was easy this week because when we were putting it up on our website, we had the photos, and so we did a post on our Instagram and Facebook page. So some of you may have seen this, like you, Dan. Hey, thanks for saying hey. You may have seen this already because we put up a picture of the back of the guitar, of this guitar, because it's such a beautiful wood. I'll show that off in a second for those of you that haven't seen it. And all we did was put, can you name this wood kind of thing. And it's so many great comments. It was amazing. It was so much fun. And one of them, hey, Arnold, glad you're back. Thanks for the thumbs up. And Steve, thanks for saying hey. Appreciate this, guys, of course. So one of the guesses was, in fact, right, as they say from a certain point of view. He had said lacewood, and I was the one sort of I'm Connor's Music in this case, and I said no, it's not lacewood because I was looking for the exact, how Larrivee marketed the guitar when they released it. And then I took a second one. Wait a minute, hold on. And I looked it up, and of course, lacewood is a common alternative to silver oak, which is how they marketed it. And of course, it had lots of people fooled. That's what Ross is just saying. It had me fooled. We had like maple. Great guesses because it looks a lot like a maple, like a bit of a flamey maple color in the light side of things. And there were some great thoughts on it. And Brandon, I have to give him credit, said lacewood, and then I went, no, it's not lacewood. And then later posted that it was silver oak, and then it said, hey, actually, Brandon, you were right. It's also known as lacewood. So there we go. A little shout out to Brandon and his comment on Facebook. And somebody else actually pointed out, hey, you said it wasn't lacewood, and then it was also lacewood. And I said, yeah, but we apologized on, well, not apologized, but commented that he was, in fact, correct. So there we go. So that was the fun stuff going on Facebook. Looking forward, we got some fun stuff coming up this weekend. Connors Music's doing a showcase at the Sutton Fair on the Friday, so we'll have some of our students performing. But there's also great entertainment in the Entertainment Pavilion, which we're a sponsor of all Sutton Fair. So that opens tomorrow, Thursday, with music in the evening, and then all weekend long. So we're working on a post to focus specifically on the music being performed at the Entertainment Pavilion. So watch for that if you want to, figure out your weekend and make sure you're there for the music you want to see the most. Hopefully that includes Saturday night when the Connors brothers are playing. So there you go. There's my plug there, and I'm going to add to that plug by playing a Connors brothers song on this Larrivee to get things started tonight. All right, and Dan points out Foreplay will be there Friday. They're one of our headliners of our student showcase. So thanks in advance, Dan, for that. And included in the post will, of course, be the student showcase. So there we have it. So let's get this Silver Oak Larrivee. It came in as a trade-in, so it is previously owned, previously enjoyed, but it's mint. It's mint condition. Actually, you know what? I am going to, so I don't forget, I'm going to post the link in the comments here so that whether you're watching on Facebook or you're watching on YouTube or on Twitch, you'll see the link right to connorsmusic.ca so you can check that guitar out for yourself. after the show. Don't go and check it out now unless you can do it in a second window. I know one of the guys that was in here saying he watches the show when there's sports games on that he can't miss. He said it's okay. I've got like screens everywhere. Like it must be like a control center. And he goes, I've got John Connors live over here, and then I got the Jays game over here. I was like, oh, that's cool. So, anyways, so if you have that set up, go ahead and see the link now. If you don't, then just wait. At 9:00, the show will wrap up. You can go and check out the Silver Oak guitar. Okay, so let's show you the sides and back. There you go. You can see beautiful grain. There it is on the sides. It's almost like dimensional. It's like 3-dimensional. Like you can wade into it like water. So that's Silver Oak. The front of this guitar is a solid Sitka spruce. And I have my Larrivee here. That one right there, which I'll be using on one of the songs tonight. So it's sort of like Larrivee night here. And if you notice, the Sitka spruce of mine versus this, the color is a little different. You'll see it better when I bring it up closer to the screen. But we do find as it ages, it warms up, not just in color, but also in tone. All right, so let me turn on the guitar here, and I'm going to play for you a song called "The Ghosts of Ireland," which I composed, and we've been performing with the Connors brothers for quite some time now. One of the fun things that happened years ago was somebody noticed the last verse sort of must have struck them, and the verses of the song are referencing different people that share our last name, the Connors last name, who had kind of cool stories about them. And so and I was researching and found this story of a young man who had been competing in the Olympics. And so when he won his gold medal, because he was competing for Ireland, but that meant he was under the banner of the United Kingdom, they were flying the Union Jack. And so he didn't feel like that represented him as a young Irishman. So he climbed the flagpole and swapped it out for the Irish flag. So I thought that was quite the story, a very passionate example, and I wanted that included. So the last verse is about this young man, Peter O'Connor, and somebody who was listening to it, just that's what struck them. So they would refer to this song as the flag song, which was kind of fun. So they were asking, "Hey, can you play the flag song?" And I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. And then it struck me, oh, the song with the verse about the flag. Oh, that must be it. So, anyways, I always love that, and I think about that every time we play the song. Is a young lady requesting it as the flag song. So here we go. So this is called "The Ghosts of Ireland." I looked in the mirror and saw my past. The family tree that forever will last. The heart of old Sligo, the Connors of Ireland. Music and love and hearts filled with fire. The ghosts of Ireland call me, the names and the stories of my family. The last of the kings of Connors was he, made to submit to the crown's tyranny. Proudly passed his name on down. It's said that now Dennis O'Connor should be crowned the ghosts of Ireland call me. The names and the stories of my family. When Peter O'Connor of Thurles won gold, the flag of his country he proudly unfurled, replacing the Union Jack on the pole, showing his country his strength and his soul. Ghosts of Ireland call me, the names and the stories of my family. The ghosts of Ireland call me, the names and the stories of my family. Thank you. I'm saying thank you to Adam here, who says, not a Connors, but the family hails from County Cork. Excellent tuna, one of my favorites, actually. I love to hear that. Thank you so much. I know Adam told me the other day that the album is in the rotation, the Connors Brothers album, maple flavored. So if you like that song, you want to hear the whole version with the fiddle part in there, then you can check it out on your favorite streaming service, or we still have CDs if you want to come grab one. But of course, you can stream it on Spotify and all that other stuff. So, and I wanted to say hi to Gary. Thanks for saying hi, Gary. And thank you for the applause, Arnold and Steve. I love that. Thanks. And Dan, thanks for that, saying that you love that song. That means a lot to me. So I really appreciate that. Thank you. I don't do the originals too often on John Connors Live, but I'm thinking I might change that up as we go along and add a few more originals into the show. All right, so I'm just going to play some more tunes on this guitar. I've got one planned on mine because I changed the tuning for it. So I'm going to do one more on this and then switch over to that. And then we'll see how we're doing for time. Let me know if you have any questions about Larrivee guitars for the live stream or about Silver Oak. I'm not a wood specialist per se. I'm not an arborist. There's a great video that Larrivee put out that came about right about the time that we were buying it as a dealer. And they had gone into the woods in BC and found a spruce tree that was still standing but dead, and that's what they were looking for. But they also wanted one where they knew the grains per inch would be the right ratio to get a good quality top guitar out of it. And when they did this, they harvested this tree, and they have the video of falling the tree and everything like this. And it was John Larrivee, so not Jean, who started the company, but his son John. And he talked about the process of finding this tree in a video. And the guitars that were purchased made from the wood of that tree following that whole process came with the DVD. So you knew like the spruce of your guitar is from that tree, which I thought was pretty cool. Sides and back of their guitars are often sourced elsewhere, but a lot of the spruce is from British Columbia. So that's pretty cool. And you can see that video on their website. I'm pretty sure it's still up there. If not, definitely on YouTube if you go Larrivee Guitars, Spruce Tree, something like that. And I don't know what else I was gonna. Oh, one thing that I love about all their guitars is that no matter what, if you're buying a Larrivee acoustic guitar, it's all solid wood. You never have to worry about, is this the level of guitar where they start to cut the cost and go to a laminate side and back, or is this the level of guitar where it's still solid wood but they bolt the neck on? They don't want to cut those corners. They want to make sure that they kept their guitar at a prestigious level of all solid wood, and it's a set neck, and it's a hand fitted set neck. So they cut it as a dovetail and fit the neck piece in, probably to the point where it wouldn't even need glue. It's so well fitted, but they of course do glue it as well. So, anyways, that's the neck joint, and all solid wood, silver oak in this case. Mine's just you know a mahogany sides and back, and African, um, what do they call it? African sapelli, I believe. But it's I love it. The tone is great. So but it would be helpful to me if somebody bought this one before I did, because I don't need another guitar right now. And I know I hear guys say that all the time in the showroom here. I don't need this, and then they do it. So help me out. Help a brother out. Grab this guitar before John Connors does. All right. So before anything else, let's play another song. Add my reverb. Outside the biggest patio, outside all the summer shade. Sing along. Great patio lanterns. We spent half the night making lemonade, which we drank a lot, cause we were all so shy and nervous. Who was gonna be, who would be the first to dance? Who was gonna be, who would be the first to kiss under those patio lanterns? Those patio lanterns, they were the stars in the sky. Those patio lanterns lighting up our lives. Those patio lanterns, they were the stars in the sky. Those patio lanterns lighting up our lives. Do those patio lanterns. And I was stuck on Joy, that was her name. She didn't talk much, she was a nervous girl. I was a nervous boy. We stuck together like glue on glue. Danced to an old song, Bobby Vince's Blue on Blue. Heartache on heartache. Who is gonna be, who would be the first to dance? Who is gonna be, who would be the first to kiss under those patio lanterns? Those patio lanterns, they were the stars in the sky. Those patio lanterns lighting up our lives. Those patio lanterns, they were the stars in the sky. Those patio lanterns lighting up our lives. Those patio lanterns. Under those patio lanterns. Under those patio lanterns. How we doing? How we doing out there? Okay, so what do we got? Gary right away said, "Sorry, John. Have the guitar I love already." LOL. And that's great. And that actually dates back to a live stream a bunch of weeks ago. Nah, I think into months ago now, right, Gary? And I debuted an Ibanez acoustic that showed up, And Gary said he loved it right in the live stream, and he came to get it, and somebody else bought it first. But then Gary very patiently waited. We ordered him one. I'm glad it just showed up. I got a second one for stock, and it was on the showroom floor for like 2 hours, and then it was sold. So obviously, I got to get another one because they're just the cat's meow. So hold on to that guitar, Gary. Hey, Adam, thanks so much. I'm glad it's sounding good on that end. I love that song. I've been playing that one for a while. That's in the Connors Brothers repertoire often. The repertoire. I better get some water. And my little story behind that song that I love is my daughter had heard us perform it and heard me play it. And then it came on the radio, the original, and she was like, "Who's this singing this?" And of course, my wife said to her, "Well, that's Kim Mitchell." She goes, "Oh, well, that's okay, but I like the way Daddy does it better." So, I felt like a rock star from then on. And if Kim Mitchell's watching, my daughter likes the way I do it better than you do, but that's just one person, and he's got millions of fans. So I'm sure he's not too hurt by this. Steve, thank you for the applause. Dan, thanks for the thumbs up and applause. And Arnold, thank you for the applause. I appreciate this, guys. Thanks so much. And somebody gave a little like on Facebook, and make sure you like and subscribe if you're on Twitch or on YouTube. We appreciate that. And share this out. Tell your friends because we want large audiences, and I fully intend to still stay on top of the comments and respond. If it gets to the point where it's then and tons of people are checking out the product after, then obviously we'll have to get a producer in here to help me out staying on top of it all. But right now, this has been nice manageable amount. So thank you so much for that. All right, so let's switch guitars for a second here, and I want to do a song that has an alternate tuning. So give me a second here. I'm just going to mute these so that you don't hear all the pops and crackles. Give me 1 sec. All right. Okay. So I should note both Larrivee guitars that I'm playing today have the same pickup system in it. That does happen to be a bit of a coincidence, but it's not a surprise. Um, Great to see you're staying humble with the live stream, Stardom. It's true. I don't want to let it go to my head, Adam. I got to stay grounded. That's what all my friends and family are for. Anyways, so what we found was a very successful way of stalking. I gotta throw this. I'm gonna leave this one up for a little bit. Like I said before, my favorite live stream. Thank you, Adam. I appreciate that. Um, so we found it was really successful for us to stock Larave's without pickups and then give the customer the option to add it. A pickup being a system where you can plug your acoustic guitar into an amp, just in case you didn't know. Um, because basically the way the Larave's were built is they're a very seamless install, and the pricing was sort of like you were paying for the pickup if you bought a guitar with a pickup. So it didn't really save a customer a lot of money to to get it where we installed it after, and then they could pick any system that they wanted. And one of the systems that we promoted in the store and have been doing for a long time is the MySci pickup system. What I like about it is active. It's an active pickup system, meaning it's preamped, but it doesn't require batteries. Now you might be asking yourself, well, how is that possible? And I may have talked about this before in the live stream, but basically what it is on the pickup system, it has a NASA designed supercapacitor. I kid you not. And that supercapacitor, you plug it in with a included adapter, charge it for 60 seconds, which I did with both these guitars before the live stream. And then it's good for 18 hours of preamped sound. And you never have to worry about batteries dying. So it's better for the environment, easier to manage as long as you don't lose your adapter, which, we've had a customer do that before where that made it less appealing, but I keep mine in my hard shell case. I charge it for 60 seconds while I tune before my gigs or studio time or anytime I want to plug in. And that's it. That's all I got to do. Then I put it back in the case and away I go. So, um, I've really enjoyed the system. The only difference between my guitar and the Silver Oak is mine. I've had the volume and tone control added in here. That one is just a straight pickup. So all your volume controls would be done on your amp or in the case of today's live stream using my interface. So, all right, let's get fired up and do another tune. And I might leave that Adam comment up unless somebody else has something else that would, go to my head even better than that. All right. Okay, so this next song, we've been doing with the Connors Brothers. It may pop up at the fair at some point. I'm not sure. It's a little mellower, and we're going to try to rock the beer tent. So we want to play a little bit more up tempo. But we're also going to be performing before the Demolition Derby. So if you're not 19 plus and you want to enjoy the Connors Brothers at the fair, just go to the Demo Derby on Saturday night, hang out, and we're gonna perform there. So, but anyways, so my only I like Favorite better. That's pretty good though too, because my only makes it sound like you don't know of any other ones. I'm just teasing you, Gary. I really appreciate I appreciate the comments, so I shouldn't make fun of people. They might not comment. Anyways, okay, all right. So back to the song. So this is one that a Newfoundland artist named Matthew Byron was playing, and I really enjoyed his performance of it. And it was on a compilation album from Mariposa. Google is my friend. There you go. And I just love his version of it. So definitely check it out. It's called The Banks of Newfoundland, and I'll try to do it justice here for you. Just gonna double check my tuning. So the tuning, if for those of you that are into that part of it, I drop my low E string down to a D, and my high E string down to a D as well. So it's like a drop D tuning. Here we go. Come all ye lads and fair young maids, come all ye sports beware. When you go steamboat sailing, no dungaree jackets wear, and always wear a life vest or keep it close at hand, for there blows a cold northwesterly wind on the banks of Newfoundland. We had on board some passengers, McSweeney's and some more. 'Twas in the year of 1906 that we did suffer sore. We pawned our clothes in Liverpool, we pawned our every hand, not thinking on the northwesterly wind on the banks of Newfoundland. We had on board a fair young maid, Bridget Welton was her name. To her I promised marriage, and upon me she did claim. She tore her flannel petticoat, made mittens for my hands. She would not see her true love perish on the banks of Newfoundland. Last night as I lay in my bunk, I dreamed a pleasant dream that I was back in Scotland beside a flowing stream with a girl I love upon my knee and a bottle in my hand. But I woke up broken hearted on the banks of Newfoundland. And now we're bound for Sandy Bay, its high hills covered in stone. Our steamboat, she's one hell of a craft. It's to New York we will go. We'll scrub her up and scrub her down with holy stony sand. And we'll bid adieu to those virgin rocks on the banks of Newfoundland. Yes, we'll bid adieu to those virgin rocks on the banks of Newfoundland. There we go. That was the banks of Newfoundland. Okay, I got a few comments I got to put out. So thanks, Jess, for saying hello and all the positivity here, guys. You are awesome. Thanks, Jess. You are awesome too. Gary, thanks for the applause there. And Adam, thanks so much. Brilliant. Sounds great as always. Sometimes I swap in Ireland for Scotland, but the original had Scotland in it, so I did it the original way today. I would swap it in like for St. Patty's Day just for fun, right? And then here we go. A little applause and thumbs up from Arnold. I appreciate that so much. So much. I appreciate it muchly. Great song. Well done. Thank you, Dan. I appreciate that as well. Thanks so much, guys, for tuning in. Now, before I sign off for the night, I wanted to share a little insight into John Connors Live for the rest of the month of August. We're going to have a little bit of fun. So, Connors Music has made a bit of an investment in some brand new rental PA equipment, and we're really excited about it because there's some really cool features with some of the gear that we've brought in. So we thought, there's only really one great way to show off new rental PA equipment is to set it up and make some music with it. So our plan is on the Wednesday nights, starting next Wednesday, we're going to set up a little spot outside. I've got great performers lined up. They're going to come as guests and perform using our rental PA system. And if all goes well, the plan is to live stream during John Connors Live from outside Connors Music, showing off the new rental PA system. So, if you want to just come and check it out in person, you're welcome to do that. You get to hear the PA system in real person, in real life, as opposed to through the interwebs. But of course, you could still tune in online. We'll love that, and we'll watch for your comments, and I'll share those with the performers. And what else? Please make sure you tell people if you know musicians that or anybody like event coordinators, anybody that rents PA equipment. Make sure you tag them, in the comment section of the live stream over the next few weeks. That way, they're aware of all the great new gear and all the new features that are available to them through that equipment. So, okay, so what do we got here? So Gary says this is cool, and then asks, so we can come heckle you in person. Absolutely, you can. Hopefully, it doesn't get out of hand. I do not have a lot of security lined up, but maybe that'll change over the course of the weeks. There, I've admitted it. I'll be John Connors Live producer, sound man for the rental promo nights, and also security. So, heckle nicely. And so we're gonna have some fun with that. In the meantime, go check out that Silver Oak Larrivee, and if you know of a friend who would love that wood as much as I do, let them know so that they can come and get it before I'm too tempted. So anyways, thanks guys. Thanks for the comments. Thanks for your interaction. That's what makes John Connors Live special, I think, is the fact that you're tuning in and interacting with me in real time. So thanks so much for that. And we'll see you, hopefully, see you at the fair on the weekend, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Sutton Fair at the Sutton Fairgrounds. Connors Brothers are live on Saturday night, and the Connors Music Student Showcase on Friday during the day. And Friday, right after that, is Flashback, which is Paul Connors' band. So there you go. There's a few highlights, but there's lots of great stuff to check out throughout the fair. And of course, lots of other great entertainment to check out. Thanks for saying goodnight, guys. And then we'll see you back online next Wednesday, but with our cool outdoor event. So have a great time. And thanks again for tuning in to John Connors Live from Connors Music. Have a great night.